A plea. A plea to the people of the planet Earth. I speak to you now from my small little world, asking that everyone pause, reflect. I have just watched and listened to people who have much more intelligence than I, that have spent years researching, developing, and in those years, they have come to be some of the top pillars of our various societies. Now, I will say this right now, just in case it sets off certain algorithms. Everything that I'm stating is my opinions, my thoughts. It is not meant to be any kind of medical information, any kind of religious information, or anything which would breach normal society rules. What I just listened to and watched was 5 hours of professionals in their field describing something which the entire species should be concerned about. Currently, there are tensions between countries which are highly elevated. I am asking and pleading with the leaders of those countries to please solve their differences diplomatically. What we have seen over the past 2 years is millions of people being infected and affected by a virus what we now know, according to what I just watched, is that this virus attacks the reproductive systems. So I'm now pleading with humanity. Stop. Take a moment. This is beyond your religion. This is beyond your ethnicity. This is beyond your sexuality, your identification. This is beyond your personal country, your personal power. What I'm speaking of is the extinction of our species. Because now it is becoming fairly apparent that might be where we are headed. And this might be what occurs from this current health crisis. Might. I am pleading with you to pause, to think, to take a moment, to consider what the implications of that means. If, as what I have heard is true, not saying it is, I'm saying it's something I heard, then the only individuals who will not be affected by this in some way, form, or fashion are those who have been in isolation and have never been exposed to this particular illness. If it is true that this particular illness does affect the reproductive organs of our young people, it could mean the death of our species. That is something that goes beyond our individual countries, our individual ethnicities, our individual identities that we hold. It doesn't matter if you are the leader of one of the most powerful countries in the world or slave. This will affect us all. I am pleading with you, and I'm sure that this will not go out to very many people because I'm not very important. But I am pleading with tears running down my face. I am pleading. Stop. Take a moment. Consider not only our own species, but all life on this planet. Even if we, as a species, disappear, we have so damaged this planet that all life on this planet may disappear. We must stop. We must stop. In case no one has ever told you, we are the stewards of this planet. We are the highest intelligent life form on this planet. And through our creativity, we have gained superiority over all other life forms on this planet. It is our responsibility to care for it. It is our responsibility as intelligent life forms to care for each other, to find a way to care for each other. If what I heard is true, certain individuals in the pursuit of power have doomed our species to extinction. Let that sink in. Because good people have allowed it to happen around them. Good people have sat there and said, well, it's just my job. I don't want to get involved. Who am I? I have no power. That doesn't concern me. These excuses mean nothing in the face of extinction. I want that word to sink in and for you to stop and listen to what I just said. Extinction of our species. This is a real thing now. If tensions continue to escalate, it is only a matter of time before the big dogs on the scene launch nuclear weapons at each other. If they do so, our species will die even faster. Currently, however, we may already have irreparably damned ourselves to extinction because of a virus. And everyone worried about their job. And so they're not speaking up about the current ways of battling this illness. I want to say that in my heart, I love each and every one of you. Though some of you can be very annoying and frustrating at times. I want you to hear that. I don't know you, yet I love you. I want you to hear that. I want those in power to listen. No one in their right mind wants war. No one wants to see the extinction of our species. If you do want to see the extinction of a certain race of individuals or a certain ethnicity or a certain country, there's something seriously wrong. Yes, there are people who have done other people wrong. I agree with you 100%. Yes, there are people who have hurt people in other countries. I also agree with you 100%. These people should diplomatically be brought to justice on a world stage, in a world court. I agree with you 100%. But the little people in those countries are merely trying to live their lives under the systems which some of them never elected to have. They are just trying to, as the saying goes, put food on the table and a roof over their head. This may come as a shock to some of you, but yes, I am Christian. And yes, I am American. I say this may come as a shock to some of you because right now, America and England and China and Russia are on the brink of war. So this is a plea to those countries and those people. Stop. Consider your actions. Yes, wrongs have been done. Yes, wrongs have been said. But as a mother, I can tell you that just because you are the biggest bully on the block does not mean that you need to show that you're the biggest bully on the block. We need to stop. We need to think about what is occurring on our planet right now. If the medical information, which I just watched, is true, we are doomed unless massive steps are taken to protect those who have not been infected or seriously damaged yet by this virus. They must be protected. They must be isolated from everyone else and protected because they may be our species' future. I am calling on the leaders of all the countries to go through, choose individuals who can have children and isolate them. Isolate them. Or we will have no humanity. They won't be there. In 10 to 20 years, humanity will begin to die off. And there will be none left. We must, as a species, now take action to secure our future for our species. So this is a plea. With tears running down my face, this is a plea. I'm pleading with you. Pleading with you. please save our species. This is beyond countries, religions, ethnicities, identities. This is about our species. So I want you to think on that. And I'm hoping that this gets out to people and they hear my words and they hear my heart. Because we are on the precipice of destroying ourselves. And we may have already done so. I love you all. I wish the best for all of you. With much love. Peace.